FedEx, or UPS? How do you ship your large packages? Let's talk about it. Well, hey there, Madcap Toys fans. You are back in the toy barn. I hope you've had a fantastic week so far and things have been going well for you. But before we begin, if you haven't already, what are you doing? Subscribe to the Madcap Toys family. We want you to be a part of us. Also, make sure you hit the bell for all notifications, because each and every time we upload content, of course, you're going to be the first to know, and comments, you know we love them, so just keep them coming. Wow, it has been a quick week since I had been back from Pigeon Forge. Lots of things have been going on and very steady as far as sales are concerned. Macari's been keeping up. Madcap Toys has been keeping up. Madcap Toys Plus has been keeping up. And the only one that's a little bit quiet this week so far is Poshmark. I think we only had about one sale all week. But other than that, it has been consistent with lots of different things that have been selling. So really enjoying that. Also, too, happy August, everybody. August the 1st is here. We are in the tail end of summer, of course. Soon, at least in the Midwest, the kids are going back to school in just about 6 to 8 days. So exciting for all my granddaughters to be starting another year of school. My youngest granddaughter, it's her very first year in preschool. So she's very excited about that. So that is coming up. Weather's cooling down just a little bit, so very thankful for that. That index of 105 degrees made it very hard to work in, right? And especially if you had to mow your yard, which we did this week. So it's been very, very crazy. So we're going to get to the subject first before we share 13 items on Madcap Toys Plus that is sold. So just want to get right to it. Yeah, what do you guys think? When it comes to large packages, do you ship them via UPS or FedEx? Or maybe you have another carrier in mind. Let me know in the comments below on how you ship your large packages. For Madcap Toys, we're going to start out with what Madcap Toys thinks. Madcap Toys and Madcap Toys Plus ship our large packages via UPS. And the reason why for us is we don't have in here in our area in Spencer a close by FedEx location. Now, some people drop theirs off at their local Dollar General. I think our local Dollar General down the road would accept it, but we have never tried it. But our local drop-off for UPS is right a mile away from us at our local CVS. So when we do have large packages or Macari items that we have chosen to go through UPS, we go over straight to our CVS store, which is pretty much almost walking distance from our post office, and drop those packages off first. So for us, it makes it convenient for us with UPS going through eBay or Macari. Can't do it on Poshmark because they're priority mail pretty much only. We basically choose that option and ship it that way. So we try to make it, we look at our price points and we try to make it as easy as possible for us as well. But here at the Toy Barn, we do UPS. Now, I'm going to share with you what other people are saying they choose. And I'm not going to give names. I'm not going to, shout a person out or anything, but I'm going to just share with you what a few people say. And we'll go from there. And of course, I had this saved, and as soon as I popped it up on the site, it pops back to its originality. So let me go ahead really quick. Oh, there we go. In the search, and I should be able to pull it up right away. See, when you try to bookmark things, you try to do it, it just seemingly just runs away with you at times, for sure. But I think I'm coming up. All right, here we go. So yeah, so I kind of did a little bitty poll, not on the community, not on YouTube, but I just kind of did a teeny tiny poll, and I may even put one out in our community, so be looking for that today. But I just wanted to do a random shout out on social media to see what kind of response that I would get out of this. So I'm just going to share a few people here because there are several. One person said, in my opinion, they like FedEx. So that's for them. Didn't give a reason. They just said, in my opinion. Another person said, depends on the price. FedEx has been cheaper for me recently. However, they used to be really bad about shipping adjustments and charging you extra. So that would be one thing. If you bought a FedEx label and all of a sudden they come back on you, you know, adjust the shipping dimensions and weight and then make you pay more. That would not be a cool thing. Let me know if that's ever happened to you in the comments. Another person says UPS. They say make no errors on dimensions so you don't get any surprise charges. So it sounds like UPS people have had issues to where there were surprise charges if the dimensions and weight weren't correct on the other end. So another person said, I was thinking about spending the few extra bucks and going with UPS. There's another UPS, because I know FedEx has really been bad with adjustments. Another adjustments issue. I was going to round up to the nearest pound and add an extra inch on each side just to be sure. And then another person said, well, just to keep in mind, I would make sure to adjust those additions so that they don't bump you to the next tier of expense unnecessarily. It is a delicate balance. So yeah, so you don't want to go too much overboard in your adjustments, but you don't want to underdo it as well because of those extra surprise charges there. Another person said, for me, from my experience, living here in the northern border, over 3,000 miles from the West Coast, I go with UPS. FedEx might be fine too, but I have many years experience with UPS and never a single problem either shipping or receiving. Another person said, hey, whatever's cheaper at the time, whether it says FedEx is less expensive for a certain package or UPS, we go for whichever one. So yeah, so just on those few, what do you think? Do you ship via UPS for large packages or FedEx? Let us know in the comments below, and we would love to hear from you. But yeah, always be careful with your dimensions and your weight constantly. Me and Daren go over things pretty much to make sure that the weight and the dimensions are exactly the way they need to be. Especially, we also determine what it will be like after it is boxed and ready for shipment, because if you lack and you underdo it, they will make those adjustments and make you pay more after the fact. So always be careful on that. But at least in the toy barn at our house, it's UPS that we choose because of the location and the ease of the shipping label, etc. So we're gonna get to it, guys. Let's go. We got a new fan here over here in the corner. I saw him over there staring. I thought, you know what, he needs to be up next to kind of check out the camera a little bit. He hides a lot, so I thought he'd be a part of our little decor today. So 13 items, Madcap Toys Plus, and we've been selling consistently along with the other sites as well. And so we're going to get right to it. The very first one is Blue's Clues. I noticed that this was one of the items in Madcap Toys Plus that keeps coming up as the most seen and the most viewed. So I knew sooner or later it would have to sell. Blue's Clues, Blue's Room Snack Time Playdate DVD from 2004. And even with a discount, it sold for $13.99 plus shipping to boot. Very, very nice. Do you guys ever look and check out to see what most views you have on your items in your stores? I try to once in a while. It's kind of cool to see what is a hit and what people are mostly viewing. So I like to do that a lot. All right, going down through here. And next up, we have a Target palette shirt, or what we call a tank top. And this was found in the Rudolph bag. Women's slim fit ribbed high neck tank top from A New Day, size extra small. And this lovely top sold for $5.59 plus ship. Very, very nice. I'm trying to get some of the older clothing items that I've had here for a little bit, starting to get them marked down more so I can get more in at, you know, out of the death pile and into the spots there to kind of move some things. So we've had things here for a little bit. Next up, we sold another pallet item from Target, from Cat and Jack. Girls Fleece Ribbed Footless Tights, navy blue, size medium. And this lovely pair, only paid $1 for them, sold for $6.99 plus ship. And then we sold some vinyl records. Of course, in this case, this is a 33 RPM vinyl record This one I barely listed this month and it already sold, so I was really happy about that. Chet Atkins and Jerry Reed, Me and Jerry from RCA Records. Was found on Ellie Shelf 5, and this record sold for $8.99 plus ship. Very, very nice. And another piece of media, we got a DVD here called The Princess Collection. Found in our media shelf. Already got positive feedback with this one. And it sold for a good premium for $7.99 plus ship. I like that. And then we sold another piece of media. I think it's Dragon Tales. We Can Work It Out DVD from 2003. Found in the media shelf. And this one I took an offer on. It sold for $4.50 plus ship. It's a little bit warm in here today. It's cooling down outside, but it's still kind of warm in here. We had the fans on and stuff, but I think it's a little bit of dry air there. And next up from the Merriment bag, it's one of our newest bags that have clothing in it. From Corman, I like this shirt really well. It's a men's reflective short sleeve cycling jersey, size large. And this one sold for $9.74 plus ship. That was very, very good. Sold that and got a really good deal there. And we sell cassette tapes here. So this one was by Phil Collins. So that I was pretty fortunate to get Phil Collins. Got some blinky blinkies going on. From Phil Collins, serious hits there. You know, we try to find things, you know, not only cassettes, but DVDs and so forth from the 80s and 90s, and sometimes the 70s, of course, and 2000s. And this was one of them. Found in the Media Barn. This one sold for $5.99 plus ship. And then remember I told you guys I sold some Halloween costumes. So sold a couple of them all in a row, and it was kind of cool. It was the same time. I think it was with the same hour. But it was two totally different people. So I'll keep the picture on here. But the first one, of course, it was Disney Pixar Lightyear Zurg Deluxe Child Costume Size Small. Found in the upstairs office. This one sold for $25.99 plus ship. And then second one, same thing. Disney Pixar Lightyear Zurg Costume Size Small. And this also sold for $25.99 plus ship. So I got those out as soon as I could. And next up, we have another DVD from Hilary Duff, Raise Your Voice DVD from 2004. And this one sold for $6.99 plus ship. And of course, towards the end of July, we were selling some toys, and this one particularly was Peppa Pig. So this is Peppa Pig's Peppa's Play and Go camper van, and this one was found on River Shelf 5. And this little camper van sold for $11.99 plus ship. And lastly, we sold a CD, Pacific Rim Chi CD from 1988, Smooth Jazz. This was found in the media shelf, and this one sold for $4.99 plus shipping to boot. So 13 items we sold on Madcap Toys Plus. Again, we continue to sell stuff on the others as well. So yeah, it's August, so we wanted to this year, and you guys probably heard us through the year, wanted to get this more organized before the fourth quarter. I don't know if we're going to make it or not, because we've got so much on our plate trying to clear up our death pile a little more and getting that done to make some room, and just trying to kind of fill in to see what we need to fill in when we do our sourcing. So I hope to straighten things up soon, maybe get things more organized, but time is of the essence there. Well, guys, I know it's a little bit short today, but the weekend is here. I'm going to get things packed up and stacked up and go out of town to visit my mother-in-law for the weekend. Maybe bake some homemade stuff and have a good time. But you guys have been super fantastic, and until next time, bye-bye.